Every time I'm in the street, I hear yak, 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 yak.
Down, where you from?
What's crackalacking YouTube? This is your boy Deshaun, and today I just wanted to go over 5 things that the Xbox One can do that the PlayStation 4 can't do. Because we all know that there are plenty of features that the PlayStation 4 can do over the Xbox One, but we don't really know about many features that the Xbox One can do that the PlayStation 4 can't do. So I'm just gonna, drop some knowledge on your ass. So to kick it off with number 1, as we know, the PlayStation 4 holds 4 controllers at the same time, and this has been the standard for plenty of years to come. But on the Xbox One side, the Xbox One can actually hold up to 8 controllers at the same time. And most people would really think, well, why would I need 8 controllers to hold on a single console at one time? And wouldn't that get confusing on who's which player? But this could be implemented in some good arcade games. On a small scale or anything, or if you play like a NFL game like Madden or something, in 2K or any sports game, really, I mean, that can be really realistic to have 8 people on the same screen. And since every Xbox One comes with a Kinect, the controller reassignment is completely different. No longer there's no 1 player, 2 player, 3 player. Whoever is holding controller, the Kinect sees that you're holding that controller and assigns you, that specific person, to that controller. And if you gave your controller to that person, the profiles would then switch because the Kinect knows who's holding which controller. So that's really cool on the Xbox One side. Moving on to number 2. So we know that the resolution has been standardly 720p for the last console generations, and now we're trying to get 1080p at 60 frames per second on both consoles. And we think Xbox One is stuck at 720p, and the PlayStation 4 is has better hardware, so it's going to be at 1080p natively across the board. But in reality, 1080p isn't even the latest resolution on TVs or even computer screens. 4K resolution is really the future, and we all know that the Xbox One ships with an HDMI that is 4K capable. We know that the videos on the Xbox One will be able to output 4K, and PlayStation 4 will be able to have videos and other stuff and photos that will output 4K on 4K TVs. But where the PlayStation 4 lacks is the PlayStation 4 can't output 4K games, and Sony has said that they're not going to support this, and they're not going to support 3D 4K either. But the Xbox One will be able to support 4K games and 3D support from 3D TVs and all that stuff. So this is pretty cool on the Xbox One side, and we're not going to get 3D games most likely. I mean, we could via the cloud or something. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, but we know that there are 2D games like the Rayman Adventures or whatever that games is, and certain arcade games, Castle Warriors and whatever. Those can be very well put to 4K and look extremely good in real quality in 2D on the Xbox One. It is possible for it to have that, or we could have like a 4K Minecraft. I mean, that would be awesome. Minecraft 2 in 4K, and then that'll be another thing that the Xbox One has over the PlayStation 4. I mean, Minecraft is coming to PlayStation 4 and PS3, I've heard, but yeah, that is a really cool thing that the Xbox One can do that the PlayStation 4 can't do, basically making Xbox One kind of more future-proof. But moving on to number 3, the PlayStation 4 used to be free, so you can make an account or as many accounts as you want, but you never could change your gamer tag. But with the Xbox One, I mean, you can change your gamer tag, so that's a really small fact. I mean, it's not really game changing, that's nothing new. But really, since PlayStation 3 had free accounts, I mean, they couldn't just change them willy-nilly because there would just be too many accounts to keep account for. So you would have to put like a whole bunch of series and numbers behind your accounts if everybody could just change their names. So once you got a name, you're stuck with it. But with the Xbox One, you can pay not Microsoft points anymore. You could just pay for a new name. So that's, it's pretty minor, but that's the thing. Moving on to number 4, the Xbox One supports DLNA, which is basically a streaming feature where you can stream videos, photos, and other stuff from your devices like computers, iPods, and you can stream music and all that stuff, which is kind of like Bluetooth, but it's different. It's different. You could theoretically see this be a feature for like Turtle Beaches or any headset, or for microphones, or for speakers, like external speakers, like surround sound or anything. So that's could be really cool feature that it could be implemented more in the future. So moving on to number 5, which is probably one of the most game-changing ones. The Xbox One supports 3 operating systems, and operating systems, you know, is basically Windows 8 and Windows 7 and all that stuff. But you know, this is really cool because one of the operating systems is actually a slimmed down or cut up version of the Windows 8. So that could be really implemented in the future, because basically if they're both running the same operating system, you could have apps from Windows PCs and just put them on the Xbox One with little ease. So in the future we could see a whole juggerlaga apps being supported on the Xbox One opposed to the PlayStation 4. And this is also cool because there's a separate operating system for playing games. That's why, you know, multitasking, you can snap different features onto the Xbox One because the snap features a different operating system. So there's a gaming operating system, a main operating system, then there's an app operating system. So it's really cool that you can have these different operating systems on the console. And you know, this could be well implemented. Like back in the past, if a game crashed, I mean, your Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, it would just freeze. I mean, that was it. I mean, if your game crashed, that was it. But with the PlayStation 4, if your game crashes, you go back to the home screen and then hopefully you can restart it. But you know with Battlefield 4, the game crashes on both Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. But when it crashes, you still have full control over everything, and the game just restarts itself. Like if your computer crashed, the computer would just restart. With the PlayStation 4, you have to like unplug, you have to take it out and put it back in or whatever. And Xbox One, when it crashes, it just goes back to the home screen and then it just reboots itself. And then that's really cool, instead of just having the whole console just fucking fall off and die. That's a really cool feature. So yeah, those are 5 features that the Xbox One can do over the PlayStation 4, and I hope most likely we'll make a video of a lot of features, or most unknown features, that the PlayStation 4 can do over the Xbox One. So don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, because I will have more videos. And yeah, this is your boy Deshaun signing out.